Hello and welcome back to another ASMR video with yours truly. In today's video we will be reading some poetry. I just got this little book here called The Peace of Wild Things by Wendell Berry. The poems of Wendell Berry invite us to stop, to think, and to see the world around us. Here are consoling verses of hope and healing, short, simple meditations on love, death, friendship, and belonging. Luminous hymns to the land and the seasons as they ebb and flow. Here is the peace of wild things. It's a nice small little book with a few hundred poems, it seems to be in it. It's got a nice feel to it. Maybe this can be another book that we slowly get through. But I hope that you're all doing well on this fine Christmas Eve. Remember to like, subscribe, all that jazz. Join the Discord. The videos every Sunday, and don't forget to check out my community tab. Here is the first poem, The Apple Tree. The apple tree. In the essential prose of things, the apple tree stands up, empathetic among the accidents of the afternoon, solvent, not to be denied. The grass has been cut down carefully to leave the orange poppies still in bloom. The tree stands up in the odour of the grass drying. The forked trunk and branches are also a kind of necessary prose, shingled with leaves, pigment and song imposed on the blunt lineaments of fact. A foliage of small birds among them. The tree lifts itself up in the garden, the clutter of its green leaves halving the light, stating the unalterable congruity and form of its casual growth. The crimson finches appear and disappear, singing among the design. An architecture. Like a clear room, the clear stanza of birdsong opens among the noises of motors and breakfasts. Among the light's beginnings, lifting broken grey of the night's end, the bird hastens to his song. As to a place, a room commenced at the end of sleep. Around him, his singing is entire. Canticle for Robert Hazel. What death means is not this, the spirit triumphant in the body's fall, praising its absence, feeding on music. If life can't justify and explain itself, death can't justify and explain it. A creed and a grave never did equal the life of anything. Yellow flowers sprout in the clefts of ancient stones at the beginning of April. The black clothes of the priests are turned against the frail yellow of sunlight and petal. They wait in their blackness to earn joy by dying. They trust that nothing holy is free, and so their lives are paid. Money slots in the altar rails make a jukebox of the world, the mind paying its gnawed coins for the safety of ignorance. The wild. In the empty lot, a place not natural but wild, among the trash of human absence, the slough and shamble of the city's seasons, a few old locusts bloom. A few woods birds fly and sing in the new foliage. Warblers and tangers, birds wild as leaves, in a million each one would be rare. New to the eyes, a man couldn't make a habit of such colour, such flight and singing, but there the habit of his wasted place. In them the ground is wise, they are its remembrance of what is. The fear of darkness. The tall marigolds darken, the baby cries for better reason than it knows. The young wife walks and walks among the shadows meshed in the rooms, and he sits in the doorway looking toward the woods long after the stars come out. He feels the slow sky turn towards him and wait. His birthright is a third-hand Chevrolet bought for too much. I floorboard the son of a bitch and let her go. The plan. My old friend, the owner of a new boat, stops by to ask me to fish with him. And I say I will, both of us knowing that we may never get around to it. It may be. Years before we're both idle again on the same day, but we can make a plan anyhow, in honour of friendship and the fine spring weather and the new boat, and our sudden thought of the water shining under the morning fog. The broken ground. The opening out and out, body yielding body, the breaking, through which the new comes, perching above its shadow on the piling up, darkened, broken old husks of itself, an opening to flower, opening to fruit, opening to the sweet marrow of the seed, taken from what was, from what could have been. What is left is what is. Openings. The thought of something else. Number 1. A spring wind blowing the smell of the ground through the intersections of traffic. The mind turns, seeking a new nativity. Another place, simpler, less weighted by what has already been. Another place, it's enough to grieve me. That old dream of going, of becoming a better man just by getting up and going to a better place. Number 2, the mystery, the old unaccountable unfolding, the iron trees in the park suddenly remember forests. It becomes possible to think of going. 3, a place where thought can take its shape as quietly in the mind as water in a pitcher, or a man can be safely without thought. See the day begin and lean back, a simple wakefulness filling perfectly the spaces among the leaves. To my children, fearing for them, terrors are to come. The earth is poisoned with narrow lives. I think of you. What you will live through or perish by eats at my heart. What have I done? I need better answers than there are to the pain of coming to see what is done in blindness, loving what I cannot save. Nor, your eyes turning toward me, can I wish your lives unmade, though the pain of them is on me. March snow. The morning lights, whiteness that has touched the world perfectly as air. In the whitened country under the still fall of the snow, Only the river, like a brown earth, taking all falling darkly into itself, moves. The finches. The ears stung with cold sun and frost of dawn in early April comes, the song of winter finches, their crimson bright, then dark as they move into, and then against the light. May the year warm them soon, may they soon go north with their singing and the season follow. May the bare sticks soon live and our minds go free of the ground into the shining of trees. The porch over the river. In the dusk of the river, the wind gone, the trees still grow. The beautiful poise of lightness, the heavy world pushing toward it. Beyond, on the face of the water, lies the reflection of another tree, inverted, pulsing with the short strokes of waves the wind has stopped driving. In a time when men no longer can imagine the lives of their son, this is still the world of my time, the grind of engines marking the country like an audible map, the high dark marked by the flight of men, lights strangers than stars. The phoebes cross and recross the openings, alert for what may still be earned from the light. The whippoorwills begin and the frogs, and the dark falls again, as it must. The look of the world withdraws into the vein of memory. The mirrored tree, darkening, stirs with the water's inward life. What has made it so? A quietness in it no question can be asked in. The Sycamore, for Henry Cordill. In the place that is my own place, whose earth I am shaped in and must bear, there is an old tree growing, a great sycamore that is a wondrous healer of itself. Fences have been tied to it, nails driven into it, hacks and whittles cut in it. The lightning has burned it. There is no year it has flourished in that it has not harmed it. There is a hollow in it, that it is its death, though its living brims whitely at the lip of the darkness and flows outward. Over all its scars has come the seamless white of the bark. It bears the gnarls of its history healed over. It has risen to a strange perfection in the warp and bending of its long growth. It has gathered all accidents into its purpose. It has become the intention and radiance of its dark fate. It is a fact, sublime, mystical, and unassailable. In all the country there is no other like it. The same as itself and greater that I would be ruled by. I see that it stands in its place and feeds upon it, and is fed upon, and is native and maker. The dream. I dream an inescapable dream, in which I take away from the country the bridges and roads, the fences, the strung wires, ourselves, all we have built and dug and hollowed out, our flocks and herds, our droves of machines. I restore then the wide branching trees I see growing over the land and shading it, the great trunks and crowns of the first forest. I am aware of the rattling of their branches, the lichened channels of their bark, the saps of the ground flowing upward to their darkness, like the after-image of a light that only not by looking can be seen. I glimpse the country as it was. All its beings belong wholly to it. They flourish in dying as it is being born. It is the life of its deaths. I must end always by replacing our beginning there, ourselves and our blades. The flowing in of history, putting back what I took away, trying always with the same pain of foreknowledge to build all that we have built, but destroy nothing. My hands wakening, I feel on all sides blindness growing in the land on its peering bulbous stalks. I see that my mind is not good enough. I see that I am eager to own the earth and to own men. I find in my mouth a bitter taste of money, a gaping syllable I can neither swallow nor spit out. I see all that we have ruined in order to have all that was owned for our lifetime to be destroyed forever. Where are the sleeps that escape such dreams? I will read one more poem. It's called The Meadow. In the town's graveyard, the oldest plot now frees itself of sorrow. The myrtle of the graves grown wild. The last who knew the faces who had these names are dead, and now the names fade, dumb on the stones, wild as shadows in the grass, clear to the rabbit and the wren. Ungrieved, the town's ancestry fits the earth. They become a meadow, their alien marble grown native as maple. And that will be the last song, the last poem that I read to you. We read roughly 20 poems there. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's not very Christmassy, but it was a video request. My previous video was Christmassy. And you can enjoy this video all year round, all year round, all year round, all year round. And so, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, which will be my other video request, a history video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment and all that jazz, and I'll see you